Good morning, class 9. I hope you have gone through the previous videos and you are clear about the structure of mitochondria, structure of ribosomes, and the structure of endoplasmic reticulum. Now, the other organelle which we are going to start today is the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus has been the name has been after the name of the scientist only who discovered this Golgi apparatus, and he was Camillo Golgi. If you observe the structure of the Golgi apparatus, see this diagram. This Golgi apparatus, it consists of certain vesicles, membrane bound tubules which are arranged parallel to one another, and these are known as cisternae. You could see in this Golgi apparatus, the bottom convex surface is called as the cis phase, जिसे हम forming phase भी कहते हैं, and the concave side, the upper concave side is known as the trans phase or the maturing phase. Actually, beta, the substances which are synthesized near the endoplasmic reticulum, those substances, these may be sugars, these may be proteins, these substances are stored, packed and modified in the vesicles in the Golgi apparatus. All the materials from the endoplasmic reticulum, they reach the cis phase and there they get modified, and from there they are reach up to the trans phase, because the packaging is taking place in the vesicles at the cis phase. It is called as forming phase, but these vesicles which are packaged here are transported to the various target sites in the cell through trans phase. That is why we call trans phase as the maturing phase, and the substances are released and they reach up to the targets through these discharged vesicles. So, the Golgi apparatus consists of membrane bound vesicles, tubules and flattened sacs which are arranged parallel to each other, and these flattened sacs are called as cisternae. These membranes have connections with endoplasmic reticulum. It has two faces, a cis phase which is the bottom convex phase, जिसे हम forming phase भी बोलते हैं, and the other one is the trans phase which is a concave surface and which is the maturing phase. The materials which are synthesized near the ER are packaged and dispatched to various targets in the cytoplasm, in the cell. Wherever these substances are required, they are dispatched through Golgi bodies. These Golgi bodies are also known as the packaging units, as well as they are known as secretory bodies of the cell. Golgi apparatus receive vesicles from the endoplasmic reticulum on the cis phase for modification and packaging. They are then dispatched through vesicles, discharge vesicles की फॉर्म में ट्रांस फेज से ये dispatch कर दिए जाते हैं. So what are the functions of Golgi apparatus? Its main function is storage, modification and packaging of the products, which may be sugars, proteins, fats, etc. Moreover, it is also involved in the formation of lysosomes, which are also known as suicidal bags of the cell. And the third important function is it plays an important role in the formation of acrosome of the sperm. The sperms have a pointed head. In the head of the head part, acrosome is there, which is formed from Golgi apparatus only. These are the functions of Golgi apparatus. Another organelle which we are going to discuss today are the plastids. These plastids are found only in the plant cells and in some protists also. The term plastid was introduced by Ernest Haeckel. Plastids are present in plant cells. Like mitochondria, they are also the double membranous organelles. On the basis of pigments which are present in the plastids, these plastids are characterized into three types. One are the leucoplasts. These leucoplasts are the colorless plastids and they store carbohydrates, lipids and proteins. Those leucoplasts which store only the starch or the carbohydrates are known as amyloplasts. Those leucoplasts which store the proteins are called aleuroplasts, and those leucoplasts which store oil and fats are called as elaioplasts. Second type of plastids are the chromoplasts. These are colored plastids. They are colored other than green, red, orange and yellow. They contain the colored pigments, and these colored pigments are called as carotenoids and xanthophylls, which provide yellow, orange and red color to various flowers and fruits. The third type of plastids are chloroplasts. These chloroplasts are the green colored plastids. They contain a pigment, green colored pigment only, called as chlorophyll. This chlorophyll imparts green color as well as it traps the sunlight energy and helps in the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means the process by which green plants prepare their food. This photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast of the leaf cells. Now let us discuss about the structure of the chloroplast. As I told you, it is a double membranous organelle, outer membrane and inner membrane. In the chloroplast, the matrix is there. This matrix is called as the stroma. There are the thylakoids. These thylakoids are arranged one above the other and they form a stack. एक गट्ठा बना देते हैं. This stack of thylakoids is known as grana. Like mitochondria, chloroplasts are also contain DNA and for certain ribosomes, due to which they are also the semi-autonomous organelles. Due to ribosomes and DNA, they are capable of synthesizing their own proteins. So each chloroplast is double membranous semi-autonomous organelle. It contains numerous grana. देखिए, these groups, these stacks of thylakoids, these are embedded in the stroma. These grana are connected to each other through stromal lamellae. इनको हम बोलते हैं stromal lamellae. It contains numerous grana embedded in the matrix called stroma. Grana क्या है? These are the stacks of membrane bound, membrane से surrounded flattened sacs. Sacs होते हैं bag like structures जो एक के ऊपर एक arrange होकर grana बना देते हैं. Now what are the functions of the plastids? Chromoplasts provide color to fruits as well as to flowers, and towards the attractive colors of the flowers, the insects get attracted. Leucoplasts help in storage of proteins, starch and oil. Chloroplasts are the kitchen of the cell. The process of photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast, and moreover chloroplasts help in maintaining the balance of two gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, because in the process of photosynthesis CO2 is utilized and oxygen gas is released. So these all are the functions of the plastids. So in our today's video, children, we discussed about Golgi apparatus and plastids. Now two more organelles, vacuoles and lysosomes are left, which we will discuss, and one last topic, cell division, which we will complete up tomorrow, and the chapter will be finished. Thank you.